telling you that yeah, that. Okay, awesome. Well, we'll get started, like I said, and anyone else can join as they arrive. So thanks for joining, friends. I'll be sharing all of these classes on YouTube afterwards. So if you enjoy them, then you can, do them anytime you like. The one little kind of space or equipment needs for today is you're going to need to have access to either a doorknob or a door frame so that we can move into a little bit of a lat stretch. So if you need to adjust anything in your space in order for that to be available, please do so now. And today's practice is kind of going to embody work for both the spine, the shoulders, and the hips, hopefully working to counteract those actions of sitting. So we'll work to mobilize the shoulder blades, we'll work to mobilize the spine, we'll work to mobilize the low back and the pelvis, and then we'll work to activate the glutes so that the hip flexors can chill out a little bit. But okay, so I'm going to show you the first movement and then you can move to your wall or door. So I'm going to use a doorknob here. And what I'm going to do is hold on to the doorknob, sit my hips back like I'm sitting into a chair, and then let my head soften down and gaze underneath my armpit. My opposite hand is going to thread through and under like a little twist. And then I'm going to pull my same side hip as the arm that's holding the door. I'm going to pull that hip away so that I'm lengthening my whole right side body. So I'd love for you to make your way towards that shape for yourself. And we're going to use this position as our breathing exercise today. So once you arrive in that shape, I encourage you to tuck your tailbone slightly so that you feel some length through your low back. And then begin to breathe into the side of your body that is lengthening so that you can feel your ribs expanding with each breath that you take. If the doorknob isn't feeling as sturdy as you'd like it to be, then you could hold on to the door frame itself. And again, we'll just tap into that breath. You should feel a nice stretch through your armpit, your side body. And if you embody that little tuck of your tailbone, you might even feel a stretch through your low back, specifically into your QL, your quadratus lumborum. And QL is a common culprit for low back pain. So enjoy this for a few more breaths on this side. And when you feel ready, you can ease off pressure, stand up straight for a moment, and just notice how that may have created different sensation on one side of the body versus the other. And then you can simply switch sides, grab a hold of the doorknob or the door frame with the opposite hand. Set your hips back like you're sitting into a chair. Let your head and chest soften down more in line with your upper arm. And then rotate underneath your open armpit. At the same time, pull that same side hip away as you gently tuck your tailbone and then breathe into that space. Hi, Jilly. Welcome. We're doing a little lat stretch. So I don't know if are you at home right now?
I'm sort of. I'm in my condo's amenity room. So
got you. You just need to find a door frame or a door handle that you can hold on to and go for that nice long lat stretch. Awesome. Those of you that are already on your second side, you can slowly release. Perfect. If there's any movements that you need to release that effort from that posture, take them. And then we will meet in a tabletop position. So you can make your way down onto hands and knees. Check in that your fingers are spread wide and that your wrists stack beneath your shoulders. With your next inhale, lift your gaze and lengthen your heart forward so that you feel your collarbones widen. You can tilt your tailbone up at the same time. Then on an exhale, curl and round your spine up and towards the sky, tuck your chin and tuck your tail. Just a few cat-cows. Use your inhale to again lift your gaze, reach your heart forward, move your entire spine to an even curve. And on your exhale, curl and round your back body, push the floor away, tuck your chin, tuck your tail. We'll do 3 more just like that. You'll breathe in as you move in towards this cow belly or back bend. And breathe out as you round your back body, push the floor away in towards our angry cat. And continue. Just one more. And you can relax and take a little peek at me. We're going to move now into a segmental cat-cow. So if you know that movement already, you're welcome to get going. Otherwise, I'll demonstrate here. You'll start in a cow belly shape. And from here, I'm going to begin to tuck my tailbone. And as I work to tuck my tailbone, I'm slowly going to let that effort ripple up my spine, letting each vertebrae move segmentally until I land again in my angry cat shape. Then leading from the tail, I'll exit by untucking my tailbone and softening each of my vertebrae down and towards the floor, working to challenge myself to go slow, moving each vertebrae segmentally. So come on into your tabletop if you're not already there. I find it easier to start in that cow belly shape and then lead with the tailbone into the angry cat. So find what feels good for you. It really does require some patience. So please move slowly. And if you find a place in your spine that feels a little bit sticky or like your body can't quite move segmentally at that space, then just be even more patient, a little bit slower. And for some of these movements, it may have been a long time since your body has done this type of movement. And we need to create a clear pathway from the brain to the body in order for that to be efficient. And that just takes practice. And just have you move through one more full round. Take your time, breathe with it. And when that is complete, you can take a little peek at me again. So we're going to move in a moment to scapular push-ups. And I know some of you know this, but I just want to demonstrate the scapular movement. So if I have my arms forwards and in front of me, my fingertips pulled back towards my face. In this position, I can push forwards with my hands and my upper back will dome. This is my shoulder blades moving away from my spine, shoulder protraction. The opposite action, if I are to retract my shoulder blades like I'm trying to pinch a pencil between them. Okay, we're going to travel between those 2 points in a tabletop position. So you can come back into that tabletop. Your elbows will stay straight. You can take an inhale and push the ground away so you feel your shoulder blades spread away from your spine. Then as you exhale, soften your heart towards the ground and retract your shoulder blades like you could pinch a pencil between them. We'll transition between those 2 points for a count of 10. So take your time, 10 repetitions total. This is different than a cat-cow in that we're not looking to change the position of the spine itself. Instead, we are letting the shoulder blades and the rib cage slide along one another. Once you have done about 10, you can make your way down onto your forearms. And take your left fingertips and bring them behind your left ear. With an inhale breath, reach your left elbow up towards the sky. You'll twist towards the left. Then on your exhale, bring your left elbow towards your right elbow and twist beneath yourself. You'll use your inhale again to open up towards the left. Your exhale to twist down and in. Please go for 6 more repetitions on your own. Once you have completed those 6 repetitions, you can simply switch sides and go for 8 repetitions on the opposite side. I'll challenge you as you switch sides to just notice if it feels different than the other side did. It's very common for us to have different mobility on either side of the body. Once those twists are complete, you can take a little pause in child's pose or another position that feels comfortable just to notice how your body's feeling so far. And just take a few deep breaths here. I'll encourage you to breathe into the back line of your body so that you can feel not just the front of your chest expand when you breathe, but also the space between your shoulder blades and your lower back area. Now our next movement will be on our bellies. So slide yourself forward so that you can lay flat down. And as you arrive there, simply place your palms underneath your elbows so that your forearms look vertical. Tuck your chin and let your forehead rest to the floor for a moment. Press down through the tops of your feet so that you feel your legs activate. And then press your pubic bone down towards the ground so that you feel your glutes firm. With your next inhale, lift your head, chest, and shoulders. There's very little weight in your hands. As you exhale, imagine you're trying to pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades. Now, if you can maintain that pinching action of your shoulder blades, you might hover the palms of your hands. Think of lifting your elbows up towards the sky. Keep pressing down through the tops of your feet. Take a big breath in. Use your exhale to slowly soften down, forehead towards the ground. Take a breath. Let's try that again. Get firm through your legs. Press the tops of your feet down. Press your pubic bone down, feel your legs and glutes firm. And with your inhale, lift your head, chest, shoulders up. Exhale to retract your shoulder blades, pinch that pencil between them. If you can keep that effort, hover your hands, pull your elbows up towards the sky, shoulder blades towards one another. Take your inhale breath, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, relax down, release your hands, release your head. Now, please take your arms forwards in front of you and make a thumbs up action towards the sky. Right. I want you to find that same effort through your lower body that you just had. So tops of the feet press down, pubic bone presses down. So you feel your legs firm, your glutes firm. Your forehead is going to stay rooted to the ground. With your next inhale, hover both arms up off of the floor. Pull the tips of your shoulder blades down your back body. You're going to stay here for your exhale. Keep giving a thumbs up to the sky. Take an inhale, lift a little bit higher with your arms. Exhale, relax your arms down and towards the floor. Open your arms out to a T, but maintain that thumbs up action towards the sky. Forehead is heavy. With your inhale, lift your arms up away from the ground, any amount that works for you. You're going to stay here for your exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You breathe in, maybe you lift higher, maintaining that thumbs up position. Exhale, relax your arms down towards the floor. Now bend at your elbows, have your elbows in a position that almost looks like the shape of a W, with your head being that center peak of the W. Thumbs up still towards the sky. With your inhale breath, lift your arms up off the ground, elbows are bent. And you'll stay here for your exhale. Try to retract your shoulders and then pull your elbows down towards the sides of your body. You're gonna stay in this position, breathe in, lift your shoulders, your hands a little higher. Exhale and relax your arms down towards the floor. Now extend your arms forwards again. Arms in line with your ears. We're gonna move through those three shapes a little bit faster. This first one is our Y shape. So with your inhale, lift your arms up, create the top of a Y. You're gonna stay for your exhale, get firm through your legs. Open your arms out to a T, keep them lifted, breathe in, lift higher. Hold for your exhale. Bend at your elbows, find that W shape, breathe in, lift up through the shoulders. As you exhale, pull your elbows down towards the sides of your body. Inhale, extend your arms forwards into the Y, keep them lifted. Exhale, open out to a T. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, bend at the elbows, find the W. Lift your arms higher, breathe in. Exhale, pull your elbows towards the sides of your body. Inhale, reach your arms forwards into the Y. Exhale, relax your arms down, bring your palms underneath your forehead and let your head just rest at neutral. And hopefully you feel a little bit of activation, a little bit of heat in your upper back. From here, I'll simply have you roll over onto your back. As you land on your back, please place your feet down to the ground, hip width apart. Have your ankles stacked underneath your knees or as close as feels good for you to have them. I'd like you to take a breath in here as you are. And with your breath out, imprint your low back down towards the ground so there's no air between your low back and the floor. With your inhale, release that imprint. Instead, press your tailbone to the ground, create a little arch through your low back. Then use your exhale to imprint your low back down and towards the ground, little weight in your feet. Inhale, release the imprint, let your low back lift. Exhale, imprint your low back down. Inhale, release the imprint, low back lifts. Exhale, imprint your low back down. We'll do two more. Inhale to release the imprint. Exhale, imprint your low back down. Inhale, release the imprint. Exhale, press it down towards the floor. Now I want you to keep the imprint, maintain your breath. Press down through both feet, and with your next inhale, lift your hips up off of the ground. You're gonna stay for your exhale, try to tuck your tailbone between your thighs so your pubic bone lifts higher than your belly button. As you breathe in, push more through your feet, maybe your hips lift higher. As you exhale, lower everything down and towards the ground. Inhale, press through your feet, lift your hips up towards the sky, little bridge. You're gonna stay for your exhale, try to tuck your tail, firm your glutes. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lower your hips and spine back towards the floor. Now again, inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, stay, tuck your tail, feel your glutes firm. Breathe in, lift a little higher if you can. Exhale, lower all the way down. We've got 2 more. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, tuck your tail, firm your glutes. Breathe in, lift your hips higher. Exhale, relax your hips down. Last time, inhale, lift up. Exhale to tuck your tail a little bit more. Breathe in, bring your hips higher if you can. Exhale, relax your hips all the way down. Take your arms out to a T. Heel toe your feet wide so that they are wider than your hips. Knees are stacked over the knees, and moving as slow or as quick as feels good for you. Let your knees windshield wiper side to side. The next time that your legs fall over to the right, please leave them there. They should be staggered. This feels good. You can stay as you are. If you want to feel a little bit more, you can pick your right ankle up and place it to the outside of your left thigh to help weight your left knee down towards the floor more. If you want to bring your neck into the twist, gaze towards the left and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. You have your ankle on top of your thigh. You can release that. Use your next inhale to lift your legs back up to center. And as you exhale, allow your knees to fall to the left. Excuse me. From here, you could choose to stay as you are. You can pick your left ankle up and place it on top of your outer right thigh. Maybe you gaze to the right, close your eyes, and breathe in this space. Take just 3 more breaths like this. And if you have your ankle on your thigh, please allow that to release. Use your next inhale to bring your legs up to center. And on your exhale, pull your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a nice tight squeeze. You could hold for the tops of your knees, your tops of your shins, or you could wrap your elbow creases around the sides of your legs and try to grab for opposite wrist or opposite elbow. And from there, option to rock side to side. And release the grip on your legs. If you have any pain in your low back, you'll simply roll to one side and find a seated position. If you feel comfortable rocking and rolling the length of your spine, then you can give that a go for a few moments and then make your way up to a comfortable seat. If you'd like to sit on any sort of prop or chair, that's a great option. We'll just take these last few minutes together to breathe and become aware of the sensation in the body. So relax your hands down towards your thighs. Take a moment to stack your shoulders over top of your hips so that your pelvis and rib cage are aligned. And if it's comfortable for you to close your eyes, please do so. Notice if your head is jutting forwards of the rest of your spine. See if you can slide the sides of your neck back in space to stack your head over your torso. Together, let's empty our lungs. Then take a big breath into your entire rib cage so it expands right to left, front to back, up and down. And there, you can open your mouth, let it go with a sigh. We'll do that again. Breathe in, try to fill your entire rib cage, let it expand in all directions. And open your mouth and let it all go. And one more time, just like that. Breathe in, fill your rib cage. Open your mouth, let it out. And then seal your lips and let your breath move in and out of your nose. Do a gentle scan of your body and just notice if there's any part of you that is holding tension that doesn't need to. You could also notice if you feel any differences in temperature. If you feel any differences in pressure. Or if you feel vibration or tingling. And whenever you feel ready, allow your eyes to open. Take a little moment to thank yourself for showing up today, giving that space to your body, your mind. I hope that you're feeling great. Let me know if you have any questions. And we've got one more class next week if you care to join.